Hey guys, what's up? It's Bray. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. If you're not new here, thanks for tuning back in. Today I decided to try something new and I'm going to show you my makeup routine. So I do have a makeup routine already uploaded on the channel from about 2 years ago, and it was a full coverage makeup routine. Today it still will be a good amount of coverage, but it just won't be as in-depth and everything. So yeah, we are up close and personal, and I'm gonna just get right into it. So first things first is my eyebrows. I just go in with my NYX professional makeup micro brow pencil and the color black, and I just spoolie my eyebrows up in the shape that I want them. And then to get them to stay all day, what I'm going to do is take my Got To Be and I just put a little on the end. I just take a little bit of Got To Be on the end and put it there. You don't need a lot, but I just put them into place. And so what this is going to do is make sure that your brow is staying there all day long. And then just wipe it into the brow. And so this is the difference. That one compared to this one, it's gonna stay, and then it starts to harden. And then I just, cut the top and the side. So I'm gonna do the same with the other brow. Alright, and so this one is pretty dry, it's not going anywhere. But if you don't want to use Got To Be, you can always use a actual brow gel. This is by Wet n Wild. This is Mega Clear. I sometimes use it. It doesn't give me that hold. If I need a touch up, this is what I'm going to use. Again, it's by Wet n Wild. Still affordable. So now for my brows, I just go from the front. Let me bring y'all in. So I'm gonna go in from the front and from the bottom. Just to, now mind you, I need my eyebrows done, but for the sake of this video, we'll fix that. And then I fill in the top. The front, just going in very lightly, and then I get my top. Filling in any corners. And so there's my first brow. Let's go ahead and get into the second one. I like my brows a little thick. Again, filling in the bottom. I'm very light-handed. This one doesn't need as much filling in, but I do fill in the front. So these are the brows. So these are pretty much how the brows are gonna look. So now that we have our brows, the next thing that I like to do is to conceal underneath them. To conceal, if you want a little more high-end, I'm gonna give you some options. So as of lately, I've been concealing with the NARS concealer in the color medium deep walnut. I tested it out with this one. I loved it. Bought another one. It's time to buy a new one. But what I was using before is the Morphe. It's a little less expensive. This is about, I want to say $15, and then this one is about maybe $10, and then that comes in the color C4.25. No specific color, it goes by numbers. And then the cheapest option would be your Pro Concealer. I use the color, I think this is the color, it says Fawn, Fawn GC983. So that's the colors I use. Today I'm just gonna go in with my regular NYX because that's what I'm used to. This is the applicator that it comes in, so fairly easy. And I really just draw under my eyebrow the shape, and I cover any of the hairs that I had. And then I softly bring that down. So now what I do is I take a soft brush. It's by Real Techniques and it's the 210 brush. So I just take it and blend it softly. Because I don't want that harsh line. I will say the Morphe concealer dries really fast, so you have to work with that fast. So now my eyebrows should stay in place, and that's pretty much how I do the eyebrows. And I do take the concealer and go up just on the end so it'll look more feather-like and more natural. So yeah. So now that that's done, we're gonna get to the base. As you can see, I have a few hyperpigmentation. Right now my acne is not doing too crazy. I struggled with acne, so this skin is fairly considered clear to me. So what I'm going to do now is to make sure that my makeup stays on all day. I'm going to use a primer, and this is the e.l.f. grip primer. Some of you may have heard of a more high-end like the milk primer, but this is the e.l.f. I specifically like to use the pink one. I know a lot of people use the green one, but the pink one is for acne prone skin. It has 4% niacinamide in it, which is good for the skin. The other one I don't think has that. But what I'm going to do is just place it on my skin, on my cheeks, my forehead, and I'm just going to rub it in. Now you don't want to rub it in like it's like lotion. You want to make sure it stays tacky, because that's what's going to keep the makeup on. So I'm just rubbing that into my skin, up under my eyes, and you can see the stick that it has. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to conceal some of these dark spots. I have a lot on my cheeks, so I'm just going to take my Pro Concealer and just lighten those areas up a bit. And then I just buff it out with the same brush that I had to blend out my under eyes. This concealer is a little bit cooler than the NARS concealer, which is fine. because I am going to be using foundation. This is just to even my skin tone out, so you won't see the pigment. So this is my skin now, with the blended concealer. I'm going to go in with the NARS concealer, and I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and I'm also going to take my Pro concealer and also use that up under the eyes as well. So this goes a long way. The NARS concealer goes a long way, so I like to put it in the corner and up on my nose. And I'm actually running out, but I'll put it right here in the corners, and then I like to put it and bring it up on my sides. So I'll bring that up on the sides. And then right in the middle, because this is a little bit brighter, I'll put that in the middle. But just a little bit. And you see, just a little. And it pretty much blends. So then I'll put a little on the forehead as well. And so normally people would blend, but I'm going to let this all sit, and while that is sitting, I'm going to contour, cream contour. So for my cream contour, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the color Rich Ebony, and I just take I take it around my cheeks, my cheekbone area, so it can sculpt me, and then on my forehead. So just a little bit on my forehead, nothing crazy, because this does carry like a red undertone once it's blended. So while that is sitting as well, I also like to go in with my blush, my cream blush. So as cream blush, I'm going to be using the Milani in the color Cheek Kiss. It's a liquid blush, and it's a liquid blush, but you need a lot for it to show up. So I just go heavy-handed and just put this in one area. Right here, right above my contour. So the first thing that I'm going to blend out is the contour, and this is a e.l.f. brush. It just says putty bronzer. So this is what I use to buff out my contour, and it blends fairly easy. And most of the times I blend up instead of down, and then up, I carry it over to my forehead. So you can see it has a red undertone to it. And then I make sure that I also blend it out into the hairline. Again, I rather blend up because I know I'm going to bring my concealer down, so it takes some of that harshness of the contour out. So I want to make sure that that contour is blended very well, and then whatever is left on the brush, I just take it on my nose. So I take it in the middle of my nose. The next thing I'm going to blend is the blush. And so for the blush, I'm using this e.l.f. blush putty brush, and I just keep it high. So I like to keep the blush high and blend it into my contour. So as you can see, this is me blending it into the contour. And I know they always say trust the process, just wait. This is when you have to. So I'm blending it. And then I'm also going to bring it down into the cheek area. Okay. So as you can see, I have my contour, my blush, contour, blush, and my highlight. I know it's looking a little crazy. I'm gonna bring some of that blush on the tip of my nose as well. Okay, so now we can blend our under eye out. Again, I'm going to take this same brush, and what I'm going to do is blend the perimeters out very softly. So just tap it and just blend it out. Just blending the corners out softly, and also while pulling it down. So I'm not necessarily going up under the under eye just yet, but I'm blending my corners out. And then I'm slowly getting into the middle area and bringing that down. And over. And now is where I'm going to start the under eye blending. I'm going to look up so I can get in those creases. Bring it over and down. Also on my nose. So now you're just gonna have a slight, so now it should look like a gradient going down. And then I'm gonna do the other side the same way. Blend in my nose. And then towards the top. Also gonna hit the forehead. The forehead, I just blend out. You don't have to blend out towards the edges, but you do want to make sure that you are getting them so it won't be anything harsh. So now you can go in with a beauty blender and then just blend out and blend down and over anything that you missed. Even in the forehead. I'll take that down the bridge of my nose. Okay, so now that you have it all blended out, we still have some harsh lines. So now what I do is I take a, this is my foundation brush. What I'm going to do is, with no product on it, I'm just going to blend everything out that is on here. And then I go in with my foundation. So your foundation is what's going to help everything be cohesive and look nice. So I'm just going to take the Kiss Natural Finish Liquid Foundation. It comes in this little box. And then I just pump it, and a little bit comes out, and I put a few dots on my brush. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. I might have put too much. So as you can see, my brush doesn't have a lot of foundation on it, but this is what I'm going to use. And I'm also still going to tap the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to lightly go over the areas that I didn't, and also blend out. Doing this and my nose. Make sure you get your neck. The sides, just areas that I didn't touch yet. Is our skin so far. So now I know you're looking at me like, girl, you is shining. So now we're gonna control that shine, and I'm just gonna go in and set my under eye. So to start the set, I'm going to go in with my contour palette from Black Radiance, and I take the middle color. This is a sculpting color. I'm not sure what exactly the color is, but I go in it and I use, can't remember, this is the One Plus Other brush, setting powder brush. I love this brush. I got it from Sephora, but I go in with the middle color and I just set my under eye all the way down and all the way over. So I set all of that onto my nose. And I set it. And I'm making sure I'm really pressing in with the powder. So now that is my under eye is set. This is what's going to prevent the creasing. So now to brighten it, I'm going to go in with the Banana Revolution baking powder. I got this little beauty blender sponge that goes on the back of your finger, and I dip it in the powder. Sorry if I just lost that footage. I was recording and my camera stopped, but what I'm doing is I'm baking with the Revolution Banana. Now I'm going to take the center of my forehead and press that as well. Taking it down the bridge of my nose. So while this is sitting, what I do now is, let me bring y'all a little closer. So I'm going back in with the True Complexion Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm going to go in with the brown shade, and I'm using this by the One Plus Other brush, and this is the sculpting brush. So I just press that into the places that I contoured. My contour, I don't like it too heavy. And then I do like to sculpt my eyes and my nose. So I start right here, and I bring that down the middle, and I just use my natural eye color for our eyes, and I just bring that over into the crease and into my nose. And then just enhancing that brown that's already on my eyelids. So after the contour, after the setting, now I just do a little bit of blush. I use the NYX Sweet Cheeks. You can see it's all messed up, so it crumbles a lot, but I'm literally using the same brush as I use with the liquid one on this one. So I just take a little bit, dab it off, and just hit the cheekbones to keep them red, because sometimes it can get lost up under all of the other powders. keep it up there. Sometimes I just use this to brush out the powder that's on my forehead, just to bring some color to that as well. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this off with the same brush. Want to make sure that contour on my nose, the line isn't as, you know, harsh. So now, after that is done, to make everything a little bit more cohesive, I take my Fit Me foundation powder in the color 360, and I take a big fluffy brush and I just go in and blend everything. Make sure everything is set. As you can see, my eyebrows is not going nowhere, y'all. Now it's time to set with some setting spray. This is a little bit on the higher end side. This is the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray, and this is about $30. So there are definitely some cheaper options. I would recommend the Too Faced, no, is it Too Faced? No, the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I used to use that one. I just wanted to try this one out. I will say, when you spray this and you're done with your makeup, it feels like you have no makeup on. It's so many times where I will just sit there, wipe my face and everything because I forgot I had makeup on. This will keep your makeup on all night and looking fresh and, you know, everything. So for our mascara, again, this is on the pricier side, but I'm using the Fenty Beauty. What I'm going to do is, I have a hand mirror here. I just like to look down in the mirror so I won't get any mascara on my lids. So I look down and do my mascara. It's just a trick I learned. And I also coat the bases first, the base of my lash first, and then I go in and get the full lash. So yeah, I'm not the best with lashes, but so right now I just have on lip gloss, and what I'm going to do is my go-to lip combo, the NYX butter gloss. Love, love, love. So I take the lava color, and then I take the Madeline color. I line my lips with the lava. Get that, and then I go in the center with the light color. And yeah, that's the lips. Let me take my hair down. So this is how my makeup normally turns out. Of course, I am not a makeup artist. It's not the best, but this is just what I do to make me, you know, feel a little bit more complete. This is just my makeup routine. Hopefully y'all can give me some tips and some tricks to help me along the way. Some things I could do better, some things that I maybe need to stop. Just let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you like to see more of these type of videos. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, TTYL. Bye y'all.